Propaganda is one of the most misunderstood words in the English language. When many think of propaganda, they think of cartoon posters, secret videos, or music. And while all of these can be used for propaganda, at its core, it is simply ideas. The script of Triumph of the Will is simple. Oftentimes, Hitler is portrayed as talking to his subjects in language that is easy to understand and comprehend. In return, his subjects are happy and willing to soak in his every word. It strives to portray the Nazi Party in a positive light and is able to accomplish this with a convincing script that is backed up with music and cinematography, creating a film that supports Hitler and the Nazi Party. Showing an admiring crowd also lends validity to what is being presented. When people are unsure, they tend to be more than willing to follow in the trail of others, especially when they are as put together as the ones in the film. Even though those portrayed in the film are there to serve as role models for the audience, the film also strives to build a sense of community. By showing the soldiers living out their normal routines, the audience feels that they can relate to these men who follow Hitler so faithfully. Speeches also serve to distinguish Germans from the rest of the world and make them feel as though they are a part of a team.
In dieser Form zum Appell vor mir und damit vor dem ganzen deutschen Volke angetreten. Ihr repräsentiert eine große Idee. Und wir wissen, dass für Millionen unserer Volksgenossen die Arbeit nicht mehr ein trennender Begriff sein wird, sondern ein alle gemeinsam verbindender.
And the Germans feel as one when songs they all recognize are sung by the soldiers saluting to Hitler and the Reich. When put together, the speeches, scenes, and music serve to personally connect the audience to the ideas of the Nazi Party. Perhaps the most crucial portion that makes this film a piece of propaganda is the scene in which the ideas of the Nazi Party are laid out. Being so direct shows that the Nazis have nothing to hide from their subjects. Since the scene lies near the ending of the film, it approaches the audience just when they are beginning to feel like they are a part of the party and are most susceptible to the ideas. However, if someone looks at the film too closely, it begins to crack. Ideas from opposing nations are addressed, but are merely brushed off. Sure, solutions are presented, but in reality they were likely much less than what needed to happen. There is also a severe lack of people who don't follow the Nazi Party. While this does support the film as a piece of propaganda, because the audience could assume that no one opposes the party, having no one with an outside view is like reading a scientific article that hasn't been peer-reviewed. Even when opposing nations were mentioned, they were ambiguous and seemingly unimportant to the Nazi plan. Overall, the documentary Triumph of the Will served as a convincing piece of Nazi propaganda. It was able to accomplish this through its use of speeches, music, and select scenes that made the audience connect with the topic, feel as though they were a part of the community, and present the ideas of the party. Even though it was convincing, many lived in Germany during World War II who did not believe in the Nazi Party. Before all of Germany is condemned for blindly following Hitler, it is important to try to understand what their lives were like before the war and to remember that not everyone had a choice in joining the party.